Hello and welcome back to English the Natural Way.
Hi, everyone. We are so happy you are here with us today. I'm Linda.
And I'm Alex. We make videos to help you speak English every day.
Yes, please like this video and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us so much.
Today, we're talking about two little words that confuse so many learners, make and do.
We will practice listening, learn useful phrases, and have a fun conversation. Are you ready?
Let's begin. So, Linda, what did you make for breakfast this morning?
I made some pancakes, actually.
Oh, that sounds delicious. Did you do the dishes after?
Yes, I did all the dishes before I even had my coffee.
Wow, you're very organized. I just did my usual routine. Get up, have coffee, do some emails.
So today we're talking about make and do. These two words look simple, but they cause so much trouble for learners.
Yes, because in many languages, there is only one word for both.
That's exactly right. So today we're going to make it clear once and for all.
I love that. Let's get started.
Okay, let's start teaching about make and do. This is one of the biggest confusions in English.
I agree. So many of my students mix them up all the time, but there's a simple way to think about it.
There is. Do is usually for actions, duties, and work, things you have to complete, tasks.
Yes, do the homework, do the dishes, do the shopping, do exercise.
And make is about creating or producing something new. Make dinner, make a plan, make a mistake, make friends.
That's a really good way to explain it. And once you understand that difference, everything becomes much easier.
Let's look at do first. Do connects to work, jobs, duties, and general activities.
We say do the housework, do the laundry, do the ironing.
Yes, and also do your homework, do a course, do a job.
We also use do for general activities with words like something, anything, nothing. What are you doing right now?
I'm doing nothing at all, just relaxing.
Perfect example. Now let's look at make. Make is about creating something new or producing a result.
We say make a cake, make a plan, make a decision, make progress.
And make also connects to communication and relationships. Make a promise, make friends, make a phone call.
Oh yes, make a phone call is very common.
Right. So remember, do is for actions and duties. Make is for creating and producing.
Exactly. Now let's practice the forms. We have make, makes, made, making, and do, does, did, doing.
Let's start with present simple. I make, you make, we make, they make, but he makes, she makes, it makes.
Same pattern for do. I do, you do, we do, they do, but he does, she does, it does.
Can you give an example?
She makes breakfast every morning. He does his homework every evening.
Perfect. Now, questions. How do we ask a question with do? We use do or does at the beginning.
Does she make dinner every night? Does he do the shopping?
Right. And for I, you, we, they, we use do. Do you make your bed every morning?
Do they do their homework? Good. Now past tense. The past of make is made, and the past of do is did.
I made a cake yesterday. She did her homework last night.
For questions in the past, we use did. Did you make the coffee? Did she do her exercise?
Right. Let's practice. Ask me if I made dinner.
Did you make dinner?
Yes, I made a delicious pasta.
Ask me if my brother did his work.
Did your brother do his work?
Yes, he did all of it before lunch.
Excellent. Now, let's talk about the continuous form. We use making and doing to show an action happening right now.
I am making dinner. She is doing her homework. They are making a plan. He is doing the dishes.
This shows an action in progress right now.
Yes, exactly. And for the future, we use will make or will do.
I will make breakfast tomorrow. She will do the shopping later.
Great. Now let's go deeper into the different uses, starting with do. First big use, do for chores and housework.
Do the cleaning, do the cooking, do the gardening, do the washing up. All very common phrases.
Second use, do for general unspecified activities. What are you doing this weekend?
I'm doing nothing special, just staying home.
Third use, do for studies and work. Do your homework, do a course, do a project, do some research.
Fourth use, do for exercise and sport. Do yoga, do exercise, do some running.
Fifth use, do meaning to be sufficient or acceptable. This will do. That will do just fine.
This small one is really useful too. It shows something is okay or enough.
Now let's go through the uses of make. First big use, make for cooking and food.
Make breakfast. Make lunch. Make dinner. Make a sandwich. Make coffee.
Second use, make for creating things. Make a plan. Make a list. Make a video. Make a decision.
Third use, make for communication. Make a call. Make an announcement. Make a promise. Make an excuse.
Fourth use, make for money and business. Make money. Make a profit. Make a deal. Make a sale.
Fifth use, make for feelings and effects. This makes me happy. This makes me tired. This makes me nervous.
So the verb after make plus person plus adjective shows an effect on someone. That's such a useful pattern.
Yes, make someone happy, make someone sad, make someone laugh. All very common in daily conversation.
Sixth use, make for mistakes and progress. Make a mistake. Make progress. Make an effort. Make a change.
These are extremely common phrases in everyday English.
Now let's have a natural conversation using make and do. So tell me, Alex, what did you do this morning?
I did my usual morning routine. I got up, I did some stretching, and then I made a coffee.
That sounds nice. Did you make breakfast too?
Yes, I made some toast and eggs. Simple but good.
And what about work? Did you do much work today?
I did quite a lot, actually. I did 3 reports and I made 2 important phone calls.
Busy morning.
It was, but I also made time for a short break.
That's good. You should always make time for yourself. So what did you do after lunch?
I did some cleaning around the house and I made my bed.
Did you make any plans for the weekend?
Yes, I made plans to visit my sister.
That sounds lovely. Will you make dinner together?
Probably yes. We usually make something together when we meet.
What does she usually make?
She makes the best lasagna in the family.
Wow, I need to make time to try that one day.
You should come next time.
I will. And did you do anything fun this evening?
Not yet, but I'm going to do some reading before bed.
That sounds relaxing. I think I'll do the same, actually.
I might make some tea first.
Good idea. I'll make some too.
So, did everyone hear how we used make and do in that conversation?
Yes, we used do for routine, did some stretching, did some cleaning, did some reading, and for work, did 3 reports, did quite a lot.
And we used make for creating, made a coffee, made breakfast, made my bed, made plans, and for communication, made 2 phone calls.
And for effects on people, that will make her happy.
Exactly. Do is for actions, do is for tasks, and make is for creating something or producing a result.
Now let's look at some very useful set phrases with do. First, do your best.
Do your best means try as hard as you can. Always do your best and things will work out.
Next, do a favor. Do a favor means help someone. Can you do me a favor?
Of course. What do you need?
Next, do harm or do good. This is a general expression. That vegetable does you good. It's very healthy.
Next, do wonders. Do wonders means to have a great positive effect. This cream does wonders for dry skin.
Next, do without. Do without means to manage without something. We can do without sugar today.
Next, it's not done. It's not done means it's not socially acceptable. Talking during a movie? It's just not done.
These expressions with do are extremely common in conversation.
Now, let's look at useful set phrases with make. First, make sense.
Make sense means to be logical or understandable. Does that make sense?
Yes, it makes perfect sense. Next, make up your mind.
Make up your mind means to decide. Please make up your mind. We need to leave.
Next, make it. Make it means to succeed or to arrive. We made it to the airport on time.
Next, make do. Make do means to manage with what you have. We'll have to make do with what we have.
Next, make believe. Make believe means to imagine or pretend. The children were playing make believe.
Next, make room. Make room means to create space. Please make room for your sister.
Next, make ends meet. Make ends meet means to have just enough money. It's hard to make ends meet these days.
Now let's practice with some common questions and answers. You can ask, what do you do for a living?
I'm a teacher. What do you do?
I work in marketing. Very common question for meeting new people.
Next, you can ask, what are you doing right now?
I'm doing my homework. What are you doing?
I'm just relaxing at home. Now with make, you can ask, what are you making?
I'm making a birthday cake. What are you making?
I'm making a video for my channel.
And you can ask, what should we make for dinner?
Let's make pasta tonight. What should we make?
Let's make something simple.
Now, let's practice some real dialogues you can use every day. Let's start with talking about weekend plans.
You can ask, what are you doing this weekend?
I'm doing some gardening and maybe making a cake for my daughter's birthday.
That sounds lovely. Will you make the whole cake yourself?
Yes, I'll make it from scratch this year. Usually I just buy one.
What will you do on Sunday?
I'll probably do nothing at all. Just rest.
Good idea. Sometimes doing nothing is exactly what we need.
Next, let's practice talking about work and tasks. Did you do the report yet?
Not yet, but I'll do it this afternoon.
Do you need any help?
I think I can manage, but thank you for offering. Did you make the presentation for tomorrow?
Yes, I made it last night. It took a long time.
I'm sure it will look great.
I did my best on it. That's all we can do.
Next, let's practice talking about cooking and food. What are we making for dinner tonight?
Let's make something quick. Maybe pasta.
Good idea. Did you do the shopping today?
Yes, I did the shopping this morning. We have everything we need.
Great. Did you make the sauce already?
Not yet. I'll make it while the pasta is cooking.
Sounds perfect. I'll do the table while you cook.
Next, let's practice talking about favors and mistakes. Can you do me a favor and make a copy of this document?
Sure, I'll do it right now. And don't worry, I made a small mistake in the report too, but I already fixed it.
Everyone makes mistakes sometimes.
True, we all do our best, and that's what really matters.
Now, let's do some real practice. Repeat after us, please. Ready?
Ready. Let's start. I do my homework every day.
I do my homework every day.
She makes dinner every evening.
She makes dinner every evening.
What are you doing right now?
What are you doing right now?
I am making a plan.
I am making a plan.
Did you make the coffee?
Did you make the coffee?
He does his best every time.
He does his best every time.
That makes sense to me.
That makes sense to me.
We made it on time.
We made it on time.
Let's make a decision.
Let's make a decision.
Can you do me a favor?
Can you do me a favor?
Now let's talk about some formal words connected to make and do. Perform is similar to do. The doctor performed the surgery successfully.
Create is similar to make. She created a wonderful painting. Complete is similar to do. He completed the project on time.
Produce is close to make. The factory produces thousands of cars. Conduct is close to do. They conducted an investigation.
And accomplish is close to do. She accomplished all her goals this year. All of these connect back to our simple, friendly words make and do. Now, let's talk about common mistakes learners make. Homework uses do, not make. So it's do your homework, not make your homework.
And mistakes use make, not do. You make a mistake. You never do a mistake.
Sport and exercise use do, not make. Do sport, do exercise.
And food and cooking use make, not do. Make a cake, make dinner. Remember these and you'll avoid the most common errors learners make.
Wow, we covered so much today about make and do.
We really did. We started with the basic difference. Do is for actions and duties. Make is for creating and producing.
Then we learned the forms make, makes, made, making, and do, does, did, doing. We practiced questions and past tense.
Then we went through the different uses of do, chores, studies, exercise, general activities, and the different uses of make, cooking, creating, communication, money, and feelings.
Then we had a full natural conversation using both words together. Then we learned so many useful set phrases like make sense, do your best, make up your mind, and it's not done.
Then we practiced some common questions people ask in real life. Then we did our repeat after us practice.
And finally, we learned some more formal words connected to make and do, like perform, create, and accomplish.
That is such a complete lesson.
It really is. You should be proud of yourself. Learning these small differences takes practice, but every time you use make and do correctly, your English will sound so much more natural. Now we have our question of the day for you. This is our favorite part.
Today's question is, what is one thing you made this week and what is one thing you did this week?
Did you make a meal? Did you do some cleaning? Did you make a plan? Did you do some studying?
We really want to know. Please write your answer in the comments below in English.
We read every single comment, and we love connecting with all of you. It makes us so happy to see your messages.
If you enjoyed this lesson, please let us know by liking this video. It helps other learners find our channel.
And if you want more lessons, please subscribe. It's free, and it helps us so much.
Thank you from the bottom of our hearts for spending your time with us today.
Learning a language is a journey, and we are so happy to make this journey with you.
Keep practicing and you will make wonderful progress.
We'll see you next time for another lesson.
Take care and keep practicing. Bye for now.